Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Be Edgar's little statistic that podcast only lasts like 7 episodes. I have a special guest today. My girl Peaches, Miss Video Vixen. I followed her through a mutual friend and I was like, ooh, like I need to get her on my podcast too, because she was on my friend's podcast. I don't know. I was intrigued by you. I seen that you were in the Junior H music video. I fucking like that. I love Junior H.
Really?
So I was like, ooh, yeah.
That was my first music video.
Yeah, ever?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I know. I seen like a part of the last podcast you did with Edgar, and I was like, oh shit.
That's
and
really
it's crazy because I used to always watch that video too. Like my ex was obsessed with Junior H.
That
But
was my first music video. That's what really opened my doors to become a video vixen.
that's like you're really passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like you could tell that you're like working every day like towards it and all of that. That's cool. I feel like
love modeling, more into acting. That's why I've been getting into
Nice.
skits.
I know I don't know if I could act for like shit really, but I'm into the skit vibe.
We're gonna do some skits.
I've never really tried it. Do you have any in mind?
I do for Halloween because I love it.
Ooh.
I love your vibe
I need a
with the
freaking
spooky mask.
Oh my god, that one's so funny. This little whatever I just packed is so tight. I can't even smoke it, so I'm a little
I actually saved a skit for me and you. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, you saved one?
Yes.
Like a two person girl one?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's like the girl coming in and in the middle of the morning. It says like the difference between two girls, and it's like I'm gonna be coming in from partying and you're gonna be going to the gym.
Oh.
'Cause I always see you going to the gym.
Oh,
in the
that one's
morning.
cute. That one's cute. That one's cute. Okay, I don't have many topics planned for today, but Peaches said she wanted to ask me questions. I don't think I've even really ever had people ask me many questions on here. I feel like I'm usually the one that takes the role.
Okay.
But I like having people on here that just like to talk in general because I feel like not everybody is kind of like for this. Like I've had a lot of people on that it's just like awkward silence, or then they don't want me to post it, or they just like get too shy because like this is in their face. I guess it's like sometimes they're like, oh, it's like too much.
Really, I'm used to it. I'm used to the cameras.
No shit, how you're over there shaking ass on the stripper pole in the videos and shit. Aw, no,
used to all of that.
it's lit. But anybody who's watching this, go follow Peaches. And yeah, so what do you want to talk about today?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna ask you some questions.
I'm pretty like open.
Okay, so let me see.
I probably got stories about like literally everything because you don't know me, so like you
Okay,
know.
first let's talk about how was your trip?
My trip was good. It was really good. Obviously I was alone. I think I was like scared because that was my first like out of the country trip. I do a lot of shit alone. I go eat alone. I go to the store alone, like all of that. But I don't know. I was a little like, okay, like, it's out of the country. But in a way, I feel like I liked it because I feel like everything that comes up and all the little like conflict resolutions, not that I already don't do that on my own because like I live alone, like I'm an independent person, but it makes you feel like you can just do whatever, when you're like figuring some shit out in another country, you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you just figure it out. And a lot of people, I feel like when I came back and I told people that I went alone, they're like congrats, or like just saying shit like that, and I didn't realize it was such a like,
Girl, that's a big deal. That's why I'm like clapping for you.
yeah, I was like, I feel like I'm inspired by women who are very like independent and do shit like that alone,
cabrona.
But I didn't realize it was such a thing even over there. Not that I was going around telling people that I was alone, but like for example, certain times I couldn't deny it. Like if I would go on a tour and everybody was pairing up, me quedaba like sin nadie, because I went by myself, everybody else was with their family, so they would look at me like, oh, like who'd you come with? And I would just be like, I'm alone right now, like, like at the tour. And then everybody was so nice also in Mexico. They would be like, no,
Girl.
you're not. Come on. Like, you're with us. Like, they were even, I have pictures when like I'm on a little tour and I'm like by myself, obviously, because everybody else was with family. And all these people like ran in from the tour to take a picture with me because they were like,
I told you, I was like, girl, I was like, have the time of your life.
Everybody was sweet. I didn't feel alone most of the time because there was people, doing the same thing that I was doing at all times.
I love it.
But
I enjoyed seeing your pictures, your videos. I enjoyed everything. I was like, oh, once you started posting, I was like, she's
dude,
living her best life as she should.
I know as soon as I came back, I was blowing up the gram, huh?
I love it.
When I was over there, I deleted Instagram and I couldn't re-download it. If anybody goes to Mexico, don't fucking delete Instagram because
Really?
yeah,
I
the
even was
internet
like, oh,
is so bad.
She's enjoying her trip.
Well, okay, that is kind of why I deleted it because
was
I was
good.
like, I'm too in my phone right now when I should just be enjoying the trip. So I deleted it. Y luego the next day, it was still before my birthday. The next day, I was like, fuck, like I can't see what nobody's doing. So I was like, let me try to download it again. No, dude, like the internet was so bad over there. There was just like no fucking way it was gonna re-download. Even when I went to Xcaret, because at first I was in like a little resort in Playa del Carmen, and then I went to Xcaret. And even at Xcaret, I was like, oh, the internet must be better there. You know? No, tampoco. So I was like, okay, literally, in the airplane, I got the Wi-Fi. When I crossed back in the air, I was able to re-download Instagram.
That's crazy.
So before I landed, I re-downloaded it. But I was on my laptop. I posted my, like, I don't know, like an ocean picture when I was on my actual birthday. But I had to log in my laptop, like airdrop that shit on my laptop, post it on there. And then, like I was off doing shit through the whole day. So hasta que llegaba in the night, I would like check little like people's stories a little bit. But it was kind of nice too, to like,
good.
to be disconnected. And it was like freeing.
It was meant to happen. You really had that
swimming.
time to really like enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was very freeing. Like, just doing whatever you want. Also, I realized like I always have problems when I travel with people. And this time everything went so perfectly that I was like, fuck, like I don't know.
I ain't the problem.
It's very peaceful, like not having to worry about anybody else, Like you go where you want, what time you want, what you want to do, all of that. And it's like, because I feel like usually somebody's too hungover, somebody doesn't want to go here, somebody doesn't want to spend this money. Yeah, so it's always something. And I was like, this was actually really nice that I was just able to do whatever I wanted. But I mean, I think it depends where you go. But I think because I was like in the ocean the whole time and shit, I just felt so like free, like with the little fishies. And
It was your time. It was your birthday. It was your moment.
yeah. And literally, dude, I feel like it wasn't even my birthday. But, like I enjoyed it. I don't even think anybody told me happy birthday this year.
Really?
I mean, maybe like a couple people. Yeah, but like it just went very like
happy birthday. It's still your birthday.
yeah, no, dude, it's been like over a month. I didn't hit nobody up and nobody hit me up.
Girl,
either.
I feel like as you get older, you kind of realize that. I feel like that has happened to me growing up.
Finally, dude. I'm sorry. 10 minutes in and it's finally hitting.
Girl, growing up, one of my family members, their birthday is only like 2 days away from mine. So I feel like growing up, my family never really made a big deal out of my birthday. It always was like that person's birthday.
Yeah.
Or that person even called me like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Like, I'm going to be celebrating my birthday. Like, that's rude. Like, it's my birthday too.
Damn.
All growing up, that always has happened to me. So I feel like I hit an age where I was just like, fuck everybody.
I've never really had
my birthday.
I've never had good birthday experiences either. So I feel like this was like a good one for me. I'm always like, it's like stood up fighting, like just something. I'm always crying like over something or somebody. Like it's just always fucked up. So I feel like this was like better. I'm usually dreading it. I'm usually like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking hate my birthday. Even though I like go out of my way to do stuff or something always happens. Or somebody always ruins it. It's always a man.
Not this year.
Like 90% of the time it's a fucking man. Let's not say.
This was the year that we entered into a new era. Ain't nobody gonna take our peace.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody gonna steal the shine. That's why you went alone.
Shit. Girl. I feel like I don't like girls like that. You see, like, I feel like that's also why I'm pretty, like, isolated a lot of the times. I've tried to make friends a lot, and they're always kind of just, like, on that weird hater energy, too. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, I don't know why people are like that, but...
Yeah, I don't like to, even me that I model, I don't like to be in competition. I don't like to...
Oh, I bet that's probably worse, huh? Like, in that, like...
Girl, that happens to me all the time where I meet girls on set that they'll see me, like I'll meet them or they follow me, and then they see me that I'll work with a photographer. They see me that I'll work with certain people, and they'll go follow that person. Like I see them doing, like trying to do what
Yeah.
I'm doing, and I'm just like, I don't really say like, oh, you're copying me, because I don't
Yeah.
like to use that word, because it's like, I don't just model, and I also get casting for acting on my skits. I also do post, like, I want to be an influencer. I'm influencing. That's why I always post, and I tell people I'm very open about my story, where I was like in a very toxic relationship. um I also was very toxic myself, like, a lot of people
Yeah.
can't admit that part.
Yeah.
So I'm always just like, I like to lead, but there's one thing that you want to lead, and you can lead, and you could put people on out of being nice,
Yeah.
siendo buena, pero cuando son buenas, when you could tell when
Yeah.
they're when they're
Yeah.
when their intentions are good and when their intentions are
Yeah.
bad. So, and
Yeah.
I'm easy to pick up on that. I easily pick up
Yeah.
girls that are
Same.
just there
Same.
arrimadas, just trying to see like what they can come up or what can they do, and I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
I'm not competition with you, like, girl, I'm competing with myself.
Yeah, I feel like I'm such an empath too, and all of my girlfriends always doubt me. Every single fucking time that I tell you guys, nah, that person gives me a weird energy, and you guys are like, no, 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 you're tripping. I'm always right. So now I'm like, now I listen to my gut. Like anytime I'm like, I'm like, nope, I'm not. I don't care.
Crazy,
Like
I'm the same.
I'm just like I don't like it, It makes me uncomfortable like and cuz I really feel like I feel people's energies. Like if you're sad, I'm going to be sad. Like I'm going to feel it, or like if somebody feels some kind of way, I always kind of like consider people's feelings and I feel like that's not
Same.
always a good thing, but I'm only like that cuz I feel like I would like
Porque
people to
eres
consider my
buena.
feelings
Eres
also.
buena. Let me tell you something. When you're a good person, yeah, we all have our bad side. We all do our bad little things,
Or like we're
But
younger and grew up too because when I was young, that's a different story also, I feel like.
exactly. But cuando eres buena, like your heart, your intentions are pure, eres pura, you can feel when people are bad. You can feel their energy. That's something I have too. Like right away, I can tell. Like I could read the room real quick, and I could tell what girls or what guys or who's in the room that is gonna make it out of that room, that I'm gonna have a conversation with or want to work with, skit, anything, girl. Even
Yeah.
photographers, a lot of things. I have dealt with a lot of things. Like,
Yeah, no, I could imagine that it's worst when it's like work related because it's like money related. So then, yeah.
the first person to ever cast me, okay, for the junior H video, the person that actually cast me, he actually passed away. So
Oh,
rest in
yeah.
peace, my friend. He actually passed away. He was actually like always, him and his wife, beautiful couple. He would always very respectful. He would always tell me like, get into modeling. And girl, one thing or another, I just wouldn't take it serious. I was in a relationship. The person I was in a relationship with was like, that's not for you. That
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So I ended up becoming single, and when that opportunity came around, I was like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
miss it. But this year, okay, so I would say last summer I took modeling very serious, where I was like, okay, like I'm gonna start my portfolio. I'm gonna do what I have to do. Like, you know what, like, years are passing, and I'm just like letting my dream sit
Yeah.
there, like, ¿para qué me voy a quedar con las pinches ganas? Aquí estamos para hacer lo
Yeah.
que queremos
Yeah.
hacer, Let me put in the work. So the first person that ever actually casted me, I had such a bad experience with this person. Like, girl, this person casted me, and then after they would be in my DM, sliding up, sending pictures,
Oh, yeah.
like, and then I would see that they had submissions for videos and stuff, and I would like reply to them, and the person would tell me like, you have the time to submit to my for work, but you don't have the time to reply when I'm trying to talk to you. And I'm just like, aren't you the same person that's on set firing girls, telling them that you don't hire hoes as your talent, but you're in in my DMs trying to act a certain way? Like, I never gave you that vibe or that energy. And I'm tell you something. I'm the type of person that I'd rather close the door and be straightforward and tell you how it is
Yeah.
than sit there and let you think that you're gonna talk to me or act a certain way. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
No me dejo.
Yeah.
Even though my door's probably closed, that person don't cast me no more. But girl, I left with my pride
Yeah.
and my orgullo,
Yeah.
porque yo no voy a dar las pinches nalgas
I mean,
por un
see,
video.
yeah, I mean, no, that's good that you stand up for yourself because I'm sure a lot of people do, which, whatever, do your thing, do what you got to do, but not everybody's the same. But I think that's why I kind of also took a step back from the music industry because I feel like it was so male dominated that they just kind of use their power to like manipulate and do what they want and get what they want. And it's like, I mean, a lot of times they do, but it's kind of like, like, don't come like that at everybody. But also, like, that's one thing, right? When it comes to working with like men and whatever. But I was also referring to like the girl thing because I feel like sometimes girls, I mean, guys, yes. Oh my God. And I think as a woman, only like women know what the fuck it's like to be so fucking like just annoyed of men. Like you can never just respect
I
the,
feel like
like fuck my God. Like just keep the words to yourself sometimes.
exactly.
You could feel it, you whatever, but just shut up. Like why do you have to bring that energy out into the fucking world?
He's like,
It's
I
a little
just
bit offensive sometimes too.
girl. The funny part was like he was like, I'm just trying to grow. We could be the power couple, and I'm like, what pendeja does he think he's talking to? Like, I feel like a lot of people underestimate me and they jump on like my page and they see this like, oh my god, like this. I know I'm
Dude,
growing. I'm wearing a fucking strawberry in my head. Like,
it's very unfortunate also too,
don't
but they
underestimate me because the
yeah.
name Peaches came from Peaches from
Dude,
Mario. Like,
I was gonna ask you how did you come up with Peaches or what, like
okay,
why?
actually somebody gave me
Yeah.
the nickname because so I had told them one day like I was asking them because my used to go by my middle name Marie.
Okay.
So everybody knew me like Marie 90723. I always doesn't matter what name I went by. I always would say 90723 because I'm from Panama, so I'm like I'm gonna rep my city,
Okay.
puro pinche Panama. Um, so I was having a conversation with someone and I was like, you know what, like if I started acting, modeling, like what, or like what would be my nombre artista, like what would,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, you're perfect, you're Peach, you're Princess Peach, like that's you. And I'm like, why? And they're like, cause you're like so girly, so sweet, but like don't let nobody fuck with you. Cause girl, I'm really not like I'm the nicest person, but like don't underestimate me. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying like I'm a pop off, but and I'm not dejada. Like
Yeah,
people
no,
think like
same.
I am streetwise, book wise. Like don't play me. You can throw me outside, and I must be able to
Yeah.
survive.
I'm the like you're also like, yeah.
And I feel like people try to come and think like, oh my god, this girl like she don't know nothing, or especially men, like
But
they
men
try.
just don't respect women, and it's so fucking annoying because it's like you're obviously, when they do stuff like that, it's offensive because it's like you don't respect my work. Like I'm here to work and you're fucking like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
That
that's
part.
what I hate, and that's why I feel like sometimes it's like hard when you work in that space because it's like obviously you have no choice but to fucking deal with it, and you can't change that you
I'm gonna
come
tell you
across people
something.
like that.
With that situation, I'm gonna say something, and this advice goes for like all the girls, whether and it doesn't matter
And you know
what.
what? This is it's also crazy because you do modeling, and when I was working, I was doing just like contract management kind of stuff in the industry, so totally different, but still would deal with the same kind of shit.
And I'm gonna tell you, at first, I was like so scared. I was like, damn, like, um, am I gonna put, am I gonna really have the boss to put that person in their place? But until I literally went to like a casting and like three, four other girls that I like recommended, and I told them like,
Uh,
oh, they're getting casting, they're getting into modeling. Cause girl, let me tell you something. I have any girl that son buenas conmigo, I get along with them, and they're like, I want to start modeling. How do you do it? This is how you do it.
yeah,
I'm gonna give you the
you're not a
tips.
gatekeeper.
No, I'm gonna give you the tips. Take it on. No voy a andar ahí
Yeah,
diciéndote, but you go
yeah,
do what you gotta do. Like,
yeah.
bro, we're all, el pinche sol sale para todo. Donde come
It
uno, come tres.
okay.
Pero not everybody thinks that way.
Community over competition. You know what I mean? That's like that's my vibe. Like why are people trying to like be against each other when if you work together you probably do better? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I don't really get that. But
Not just that. Every day wake up and look in the fucking mirror and see the only competition is yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Is
I
yourself.
mean, yeah, there's no reason to compare yourself to anybody either. Literally, for no reason. Like that you and anybody else in this world like might have a few things in common, but it's like you're never gonna want or make the same choices or like you know what I mean. It's just completely
And girl,
different
I'm like
lives.
so the opposite. Like I see so many girls. Um, LA is small. People think it's big, but
Yeah,
it's not.
no,
Like, eventually, you kind of
especially
see the scene.
especially if you grew up in LA though, because
Exactly.
we're LA girls. So like, a lot of people from here are implants. You know what I mean? And so it's like you moved here to like work here, but people from LA, I feel like it's a different thing.
I feel like I've kind of like already went around the whole scene, the modeling, the acting, everything, and I realized, like son las mismas modelos,
Mhm.
and I see like there's a couple girls that I see that come out in a lot of videos, get cast a lot, and never ever once. Like saying this bien sinceramente, have I
Uh-huh.
ever went on their page and I'm like, you fucking like no girl. They
Yeah.
motivate me more. Like I even go on their
Yeah.
page and I'm like, pinches buenotas, están
Yeah.
bien buenas.
Girl,
Like,
that's why the gym I go to, I literally be in there because I'm like, everybody in this bitch is so fine that I'm just
girl,
like, fuck, like,
exactly.
but yeah, I don't know why
People need
people,
to be have somebody motivate you. Don't be hating. Be motivate.
but see, that just shows that people project because like, there's no reason for anybody to be intimidated by sitting next to a boss. Like, oh my God,
Girl,
girl, you did not see that, girl.
if there's one thing that I've learned, um, if there's something that I have learned, and with guy and girl,
Uh huh.
is that always, always be willing to learn something. You're
Okay,
in a room
wait,
with
wait, wait. What
somebody.
was what was I saying? Okay, yeah, I don't know why people are intimidated by sitting next to a boss when it's like you could fucking learn from them. Like you should feel like inspired, like grateful that you
Exactly.
are able to fucking be next to somebody who's actually successful, who's actually like instead of being like mad that they're doing good or whatever the
Exactly.
fuck. That
Girl,
I
if
don't know.
anything, when I get casted and I go to the videos and I see girls that I've jumped on their Instagram before, I see them like in modeling agencies, like big model.
Uh
I'm
huh.
just like, girl, I'm more like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
I'll literally like I'll literally call my boyfriend, or I'll literally even tell my kids like, oh my god, like you guys can't believe like I got casted with this girl, like she blah blah blah, like
Yeah.
yo soy bien, like I don't know. That's why I feel like my circle is very small and I keep it very small, like because I'm just like it's ugly to really open up your circle and then you just realize like especially in the girl scene, like it's just people want to compete or people want this the whole time. You think that they're your friends and they're wanting to, they feel some type of way. Like I don't want to be around those esas pinches vibras. Nobody does. You don't need to. You
Yeah.
don't. You need to be
I've got
around people
yeah.
who are winning, who want to see you win, who are
Who
congratulating
actually
you
have dreams because
and
I feel like a
goals.
lot of people don't. And
And when they see that you
and
do,
there's such a disconnection with those people because it's like the people that don't see themselves like doing big things, they're just the ones that are like trying to put everybody else down or trying
girl,
to and it's
the
like
people que andan criticando allá por
yeah.
el Instagram, que el Facebook, que el Twitter, que todos
I
lados
know,
son los
like
que no están haciendo ni madres con su pinche
I
vida.
know
Hay que
I
decir
know
la
I'm like they
verdad.
got so much motherfucking time, like I
Que
don't
ya
know.
miraste que esta persona se divorció, que ya miraron que esta está embarazada. Like, no, lo único que no hemos mirado que no están pagando nuestros pinches biles.
Dude, no, dead ass though. That energy, I hate it at work. I have coworkers. Ooh, I be running away from people like that, dude. I'm like, the people that start coming running to me, like, did you hear that this person got fired? I'll just be there, like,
Girl, I'll be like,
oh,
hueva, que hueva.
yeah, no. Oh my God, work is dramatic too, but
Girl,
I can't legally talk about
even
that.
when my daughter, she's 10 years old, and sometimes she's conversating with me, and she's like, "Did you see that this blah blah blah?" She's telling me like the influence life, and I turn around like so quick, and I'm like, "Aubrey, no seas chismosa. Tú andas allá preocupada de la vida de uno." And she's just like, "Oh my God, mom, why you get mad?" And I'm just like, "No, Aubrey, you need to learn that you have to be worried about your life and not no one else's."
Aw,
And she
that's
laughs.
cute, dude. Cause my mom's the biggest hater. I grew up with like she's the worst, the worst. She's like the